So you're going to have to forgive the vocalistics this time. Strep throat season has not been easy on me. Is Canada even a real place? No, I'm just kidding. Ever since Trump got elected, America cannot stop winning, even if it's in Canada. So Justin Trudeau just announced that he's going to be stepping down as Canada's Prime Minister and also the head of the Liberal Party.
Despite best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history. That's why this morning I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
But so many people breathing a sigh of relief. They just don't like the guy. I don't understand why, man. I mean, he's been a staple of For the People policy. He's always put Canada first. I would even go as far as to say he's Canada's version of Donald Trump. Alright, I can't keep this up. Back to planet Earth. This guy's so bad, he single-handedly tanked Canada's Liberal Party's approval rating by 25 points. Not a bad career's work, even for a Liberal.
Mr. Prime Minister, please get the out of BC.
Have a wonderful day, man.
Yeah, you suck.
You failed Canada! You've ruined our country!
So why are people acting like this? There have been some majorly bad moves made by Justin Trudeau, such as last month, he banned another 324 types of weapons, and then plans to send those to Ukraine to be used against Russia. You can't make this stuff up. There's that time that COVID lockdowns led to a truckers' protest in 2022 where all the big rigs got parked outside of Parliament. Justin Trudeau thought that the country would be on his side. They were not. Another thing I think noteworthy is that during his I will resign speech, he didn't grant the people an election right away. Instead, he called for basically shutting down Parliament until March, giving the Liberal Party time to find a replacement candidate for him. But nobody cares. They're not going to win. You've blackmarked your party. Just give the people what they want. So with all of this going on, why are Canadians even bothering to worry about the groping incident, where in 2018 a lady claimed that in the year 2000 Justin Trudeau's motto was,
"Grab him by the..."
I've been reflecting very carefully on what I remember from that incident almost 20 years ago. And again, I am confident that I did not act inappropriately.
Here's a funny one. In 2016 in the House of Commons, Justin Trudeau grabbed the arm of a male conservative and then elbowed a female conservative in the side. For some reason, the backlash from this reached a global scale and the incident came to be known as Elbowgate. There's also a famous trip to India where he wore traditional Indian clothing. I guess he overdid it.
One Indian headline said that Trudeau was dressed too Indian even for an Indian. And it'd be like if Prime Minister Modi came to Canada dressed like this.
It really bothers me that his biggest scandal was in 2019 when some pictures of blackface, they surfaced from the year 2001. Again, he has taken your guns, given them to Ukraine who will lose them, and now they're in the hands of your enemies. But the biggest problem is face paint. So when Trudeau visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago on November 29th, I want to say, Trump mentioned imposing a 25% tariff on Canada. Trudeau said that Canada can't survive under a 25% tariff. So then Trump responded, well, if you can't handle the tariffs, maybe you should become the 51st state. It'll get you out of tariffs, taxes, you could become the governor, it'll be a great time. So this gets laughed off. Trudeau goes back to Canada, and then Trump posts this. It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again so that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all. DJT. Right before this big announcement of Trudeau's resignation, the finance minister quit, to which Trump posts this. The great state of Canada is stunned as the finance minister resigns or was fired from her position by Governor Justin Trudeau. Her behavior was totally toxic and not all conducive to making deals which are good for the very unhappy citizens of Canada. She will not be missed. See, again, he's calling Trudeau governor of the great state of Canada. Suffice it to say, he's pretty much unilaterally hated across the board. In summary, the governor of the great state of Canada, Justin, not that one, Trudeau, has effectively burned down his entire party, announced his resignation, and has taken one final thing from the citizens of Canada. an election before March. If you like what I do, please leave a like. That really helps. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister.